So while the last 3 or 4 years have been like rock bottom of the barrel rates,
Yeah,
we're still 30-year average, right?
we are. And so that's good, right?
Yeah. So navigating fear, if someone says, hey, is '08 going to happen again? What do you say to them?
I don't see '08 happening again. I think that everything that happened in '08 happened to be very different than what's going on now. The conditions were very different then than they are now.
That's a great response. I'd put a little bit of numbers behind it because a lot of people don't realize that prior to '08, money was really easy. You could get money to buy houses. It was easy to get, as you and I've talked about,
Too
hey,
easy sometimes.
we don't care whether as long as you breathe and you don't even have to breathe very much, we can get you a loan, right?
Right.
And that's changed.
Right.
I read an article yesterday that said it's actually harder to get money today than just before the pandemic in 2020.
Wow.
So the guidelines are still pretty strict. The government's still holding us to a pretty high standard. Jumbo loans are still difficult to get, so definitely stricter, and hopefully that will keep '08 from happening.
How are you helping our clients navigate the rising interest rates?
Yeah, it's a great question. There's 3 things I look at. I first of all have to empathize with our clients, right? So when a client comes in and the last house they bought was at 2.75%, and I'm quoting them 6%, I've got to empathize with them. I understand how they're feeling. I understand that they're nervous and anxious and all those things. I empathize. The second thing I do is I help them ascertain what really is the issue.
Right.
Are they worried about it being a higher monthly payment? Are they worried? This is funny, but sometimes they're worried that their friends will think they got too high of an interest rate, right? Because they all are talking about it. So I figure out what really is the issue, and then I come up with a solution. So we talk to them about, you've heard this a lot on the internet now, but we call it marry the house and date the rate. Right?
I love it.
So you've got situations now where I'm telling clients, hey, couple 3 years, you're probably going to be refinancing this house. Don't get just pigeonholed into thinking this is the rate you're going to have for 30 years.
That's right. They can always refinance.
Always refinance, and arguably they might sell the house in 2 to 3 years in this market.
Needs are changing.
Their needs are changing. But the key is making sure that you're partnered with people, and you and I have talked a lot about this, that will encourage one another and encourage the clients and just help the client understand what's going on. That's the biggest thing.